Am I the asshole? For not letting my brother know when my wife had her child? I had asked my brother David for monetary help a while earlier. He's rich and would have been able to help me. He refused by saying that he doesn't have to help me, that it's none of his business, and I said okay. But the problem is that he also made a rude comment to the effect of maybe the reason you are struggling is that you have 2 kids already, and your wife's pregnant still. I think you should stop having children. That was months ago, and yesterday my wife gave birth to twins, a girl and a boy. I did not let David know about it, and instead only informed our close friends' other family members. But he found out through them and came to the hospital to congratulate us. He said you have 3 girls now, which is a peach, but at least there's also a boy. He then asked me why I hadn't told him, and I just said that I did not feel it was necessary to do so. He got offended and told me that he's their uncle, and I mentioned that he should begin acting like one instead of being a deadbeat if he wants my respect. He got into a verbal sparring with me, but in the end he said he does not want to say more as your wife's resting and left. My other family members think that I should told him even though he had made that comment earlier. Am I the asshole? How does him not giving you money when you ask make him a deadbeat? Is him subsidizing your life how he earns your respect? There is so much info missing here, but based on your story as is, you're angry at him and being an R. No, you don't need to tell him, but your directly related reason is definite R territory. Is he being a deadbeat? And your respect requires him to cough up cash? I see why you don't get along. You're the asshole. You call him a deadbeat when you can't afford to support your family? You aren't entitled to his money. Deadbeat? For not providing you with money for your kids? You're the asshole because you're entitled, and the deadbeat comment really makes that clear. You're the asshole. Sure, he shouldn't tell you how many kids to have, but if you're asking him for money and calling him a deadbeat if he doesn't give it to you, it's you who are holding him responsible for your life choices, over which he has no control. Not that he was right to say it, but he's completely right. If you can't afford them, don't have them. The part of calling him a deadbeat uncle really rubbed me the wrong way. Why is he a deadbeat? He's not financially responsible for your children, you are. Sure, he makes jackass comments, but you're not entitled to his money regardless. You're the asshole. You're the asshole. He's right. If you're already struggling financially, why did you think bringing 2 more children into the situation was a good idea? You're the asshole. You are a grown man. Your brother is not obligated to give you money. Letting that ruin your relationship is petty. Him making comments about maybe stopping having more children sounds like a loving family member telling you something you probably needed to hear. You're the asshole. He is not a deadbeat. He is not obligated to support your choices. He sucks for the comment about the boy. You're the asshole. Stop having kids you can't afford. He's not responsible for your financial well-being. You're the asshole to continue having kids when you know you can't take care of them. An uncle can't be a deadbeat, they aren't his kids to support. You just sound really bitter that he dared to tell you no when you asked him to financially support you, and he's right that if you are struggling financially you probably shouldn't add more babies to the mix. You're the asshole. You are insanely entitled if you think your brother not giving you money makes him a deadbeat. He's not the one that had the kids, he's under no obligation to pay for them. Grow up. However, your brother isn't a deadbeat because he declined to loan or give you money. You're the asshole. He doesn't owe you anything. You aren't entitled to his money. And he's not a deadbeat for not meeting your demands. You're the asshole for having more fucking kids when you clearly can't afford the family you already have. The audacity to be asking him for money, getting irritated when he refuses, and then adding more kids to the picture. Like, he's a deadbeat because he made the 100 true statement that you shouldn't have kids you can't afford. Those kids aren't his responsibility, you aren't his responsibility, who the hell is he a deadbeat to? Yes, insensitive comment for him to make, but he's somewhat right in that it's pretty irresponsible to have multiple kids if you can't afford them, and not telling your brother about the birth is just petty. Also, he's under no obligation to give you money. BTW, it's very difficult to judge someone's financial position from the outside. Fancy cars and vacations could just be a sign of someone who's in massive debt, not rich, so don't make the assumption he's in a position to lend money. You're the asshole and he doesn't owe you money. If you're that broke, stop having more and more kids maybe. You're the asshole. Also, deadbeat uncles